Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I have a cleaning video for you. I just got done cleaning the guest suite in my house because my mother-in-law is going to be staying with us for 3 weeks. So I wanted to make sure that her area and where she's going to be staying was nice and clean. This guest suite in our house is hardly ever touched. We hardly ever come in here. So there were a bunch of stuff just on top of the table. There was just so much clutter. This is actually my bottle sterilizer that I have here. So I figured I would just show you how I clean, and hopefully that'll help motivate you in case you guys have guests also that are going to be staying with you, or if you just need to clean any part of your house. So the first thing that I did is I took my Mrs. Meyer's all-purpose spray in lavender. Yes, whatever, I'm super basic, but I legit love how this smells. When I clean with this all over my house, I don't know, I just, number one, I enjoy cleaning because it smells so good, and then I love how good my house smells afterwards. So this is by far the best thing that I've ever cleaned with. They have a bunch of different scents, but the lavender is probably my favorite at the moment. I hardly ever do this, but one of the things that I wanted to do is just wipe down the cushions on the chairs because this room collects a lot of dust, and you're going to see it throughout this video. There's just a lot of dust in here, so I just wanted to give the chairs a good wipe down. That way there's not a bunch of dust and stuff in the air for her to breathe. I have a whole bunch of random decor pieces and random plants here in this room because when I switched out all of my decor in the house, when I put out all of my Christmas decorations, I had to remove some of the regular pieces that I have in my house. So again, this is kind of the room where everything just goes that I don't want to deal with. Another thing that I want to point out in case you haven't noticed already, but this guest suite is totally decorated in Alabama football theme. This is a total Alabama football themed suite. When I met Joe, when I was living with him in his apartment, his whole apartment was decked out in Alabama stuff. If you're new here, Joe, my husband, was born in Birmingham, Alabama, so we're huge Alabama football fans, but he had all of these paintings and stuff in his apartment. And when we moved into this house, I told him, I was like, look, I'm not gonna have a bunch of Alabama paintings all over my house, but you can put everything in the suite. So that's kind of the compromise that we came to. Another thing I really needed to do is just clear out the kitchen space because I have 3 coffee pots here. I have no idea why there's so much stuff on this countertop, but we've got the old Keurig that we no longer use because now we use the Chemex. I don't know if I even say that right, but my husband brews his coffee a different way. We don't use the Keurig, so I need to find a place for that, see if maybe my sister wants it or see what we're gonna plan on doing with that. My mother-in-law, Linda, she drinks 24 cups of coffee a day, so we are gonna be setting up her regular coffee pot maker thing. I love this suite so much, and it's probably one of the reasons why we really bought this house. It was definitely a deciding factor in purchasing this house. When you have guests that stay for a while, and we do have Joe's mom come to visit us at least once or twice a year for a good 3 or 4 weeks. It can be a little challenging to have a guest in your home, for a long time. My usual max is 3 days, and then I need my space. And I know a lot of you guys do too, because a lot of you guys are DMing me on Instagram and telling me girl, I feel the same way. So I love that the suite has its own washer dryer, its own dishwasher. So we really set up this suite so it can kind of be functional. It can kind of be she can hang out in there every once in a while and just do her own thing and not be attached to us 24/7. That way it gives everybody the space that they need. This thing here is super handy. It's basically a little electric stovetop, but this is perfect. She can kind of cook some very basic meals using this, because the one thing that the suite doesn't have, it doesn't have an oven or a stovetop. By the way, when I was at Lowe's the other day, I found this Mrs. Meyer's, the holiday scent. This is a peppermint soap, and it smells so good. Another thing that I did was I wiped down this TV console table. You guys, I cannot tell you how much dust I found in this console table. It was absolutely disgusting. Definitely, I do not want guests seeing that nasty dust. So whenever you're cleaning, whenever you're preparing for guests, really just try to be in their space. Where are they gonna go? They're gonna go to the bathroom, or they're gonna sit on the couch. Try to put yourself in their shoes and kind of look around and kind of see what you think they might see, if that makes any sense, because you definitely don't want them seeing a nasty, gross, dusty area. Alright, then I moved into the bedroom to try to make the bed, and I promise you guys, as soon as I started making the bed, I instantly regretted it because that is my least favorite chore of all time. And here when I'm doing this random giant thing that I'm trying to put on top of the bed, this is an old cooling pad that we used to use in our bed, and Joe told me that he wanted to set it up for his mom in the suite here. So I was trying so hard to get it on the bed, and it was like all uneven. It was just like a hot mess. So I really should have just left Joe to figure this out, but I was trying to get it ready so when he got home he didn't have as much stuff to do. But yeah, that was a process. And then I started to try to put like the fitted sheet on, and it did not get any better, you guys. Like, it was just such a mission. It kept coming off. I never knew like which side was like which. I thought it was inside out. I thought I was putting it on wrong. So I think I switched it about 1,000,000 times. But again, I'm just not a fan of making the bed at all. It's like, I just hate it. I always leave it for Joe to do. One thing I will tell you guys, these sheets are hands down the best sheets that I have ever slept on in my entire life. These sheets we used to have in the master bedroom, but then we got some white sheets just like these that we put in the master bedroom instead, because my entire bedroom set is white. But these sheets, I think they're called Sheex, like S-H-E-E-X, I want to say, but I'll leave all the information down below. They are the softest, coziest. They're super cool too, so like if you're the kind of person that gets hot at night, they're very cooling, and Joe's obsessed with them. I love them. So I'm really happy that those are the sheets that we used. It just, I don't know, I just love getting in bed because they are super, super comfy. And then I was gonna start putting the pillows in their pillowcases, and I noticed how much freaking dust was on this headboard. It was so gross. So I decided to just, again, take my Mrs. Meyer's spray and just wipe it down, get rid of all that dust, because that was nasty, and I don't want to be sleeping somewhere where there's like dust falling on my head. Alright, so then I started tackling the bathroom. For the bathroom, what I like to use to clean is the Method bathroom cleaner. I don't know, I just feel like it's a little bit more like disinfecting, and I just obviously want the bathroom to be super clean. Then I was super terrified to open up the toilet to go ahead and clean it, because the other day we found a frog in there. So I was kind of like super nervous that a frog was gonna freaking jump out in my face, and I was not about that. So I just kind of made sure to do it very slowly. I don't know if that's ever happened to you guys. Let me know if you've ever found like an animal in your toilet. I also went ahead and added like a garbage bag. Wanted to make sure that since she's going to be spending time here, that she has everything that she needs. So I put the garbage bag. I'm also going to be making sure that I have like plenty of like toilet paper and towels and everything that she needs set up here under the sink, so that way she doesn't have to like, you know, worry about there not being toilet paper or anything like that. Just think about those things if you're preparing for guests. You want to make sure that they have everything that they need during their stay. Then I went ahead and gave the shower like a good wipe down. Again, this hasn't been done in forever, so it definitely needed it. And I used this like Method shower cleaner. I forgot the exact name, but I'll leave it linked down below. And I use this whenever I clean my own shower or whenever I clean the bathtub that Riley uses to take a bath. Alright, then I went to grab my Dyson because I don't vacuum unless I'm using my Dyson. I've told you guys 1,000,000 times already, like I used to not vacuum my house. Like straight up, like the only times that my house would get vacuumed was when my mom would come over and she would kind of vacuum for me, because I hated to vacuum. I am just like the laziest person alive. So as soon as I got this Dyson cordless vacuum, my entire life changed. I love this vacuum. It has like a bunch of attachments so you can make it like short and take it to your car and clean your car with it. But here I'm just using it as it comes. Then the last and final thing that I did here was I wanted to mop a little bit. This is a Rejuvenate mop that I've used in like all of my cleaning videos. I love it. It's just like a click and spray mop. So there's like a solution thing towards the front, and then you just like click on the handlebar and the solution comes out and you mop. And then my favorite thing about this mop is that that little blue piece at the end, like what's actually cleaning up all the stuff on the floor, you can throw that in the wash, and that way I don't have to keep buying the attachments that, you know, you end up throwing away like with the Swiffer. Okay guys, so this is the finished product. I feel so much better knowing that she's gonna come to a nice clean suite. Her coffee maker is set up, and then her little stove top is set up. The only other thing that I need to do is go through the refrigerator, because sometimes we use this refrigerator like as like an extra one. So I wanna go through there and just get rid of everything that's just like old. And then her room is also nice and put together. Joe will probably throw the duvet in there in the red thing. So he might put the duvet, but other than that, at least she can sleep in it. It's nice and clean. And then her bathroom is also nice and clean. She's got fresh towels, got a garbage bag, and again, this just needed to be cleaned so badly. And that's really it, guys. So thank you so much for watching. I hope that this gave you a little bit of motivation to clean, to prepare for guests over the holidays. If you did like it, make sure to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel if you're new. Make sure that little notification bell is turned on also so that you get notified every time that I post a video, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.